down and places the gun against her head again. When police try to open this door and engage with her, she responds with more gunfire. This story is incredibly upsetting. This is 53-year-old Leonard Allen Cure. Back in 2003, Leonard was accused of carrying out an armed robbery of a Walgreens in Florida. After one deadlocked trial, at a second, he was found guilty and sentenced to life in prison due to prior convictions. But in 2020, after 17 years behind bars, a state's attorney's office reviewed Leonard's case. They found no solid evidence that he had committed the crime and even had an alibi that was never presented to the court. The Innocence Project ultimately represented Leonard in an exoneration case. Later in 2020, his conviction was vacated, he was released from prison, and he received more than $800,000 in compensation. But this week, Leonard's life took an incredibly tragic turn. On Monday, Leonard was pulled over by cops for speeding on the interstate near the Florida-Georgia line. Police say Leonard got violent after they tried to place him under arrest, and an officer tried to use a taser and baton to subdue him. Cops say that when Leonard continued to resist, an officer pulled out a gun and shot him. Leonard was killed. On Tuesday, the Florida Innocence Project wrote that police shot Leonard as he was traveling to visit his mom in Florida, and that he was in the process of buying a home and aspiring to attend college. Studies have found that in the United States, Black Americans are up to 3 times more likely to be killed during encounters with the police than white people. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation is investigating everything that went down. Rest in peace, Leonard.
So you mean to tell me y'all done took 20 years of this man's life, messing with him because he was young, doing stupid stuff, got caught in the system. Found out, some good people found out that he didn't do what y'all committed him of, so you let him out. And then the police officer, he having PTSD moment, seeing that he was resisting, whatever the situation may be. But when they pull you over and you place all this information shit, they should have seen what this guy was, you know what I'm saying, what he been through. So they should have just approached it with precaution because he already on high level with police. You done took 20 years of his life. So my condolences goes out to the family. Sorry that this man had to, you know, they wanted to take him out. I guess they did what they wanted to do because this is not right at all.
This video is absolutely insane, and heads up, it contains suicidal imagery and might be hard to watch. Take a look as a woman in Connecticut walks into the Bristol Police Department with a gun placed to her head. There's no sound in the video yet, but the woman walks up to the dispatch window and starts banging. Nobody is there, so the woman continues bashing the gun against the glass until she ultimately begins to open fire. You can even see the shots ricochet off the bulletproof glass. Moments later, the woman takes off her hoodie, sits down, and places the gun against her head again. When police try to open this door and engage with her, she responds with more gunfire. This body cam captures the angle the police saw.
Do not move, Brian. Are these windows bulletproof?
Shots fired.
Are these windows bulletproof?
After the woman puts the gun down, police return fire. And a few moments later, as the woman screams in the lobby,
okay, she just went to the right.
I have the gun in her hand right now.
the cops rush in.
Okay, go!
And one officer strikes her with a taser. This whole thing lasted about 3 minutes, and fortunately, nobody was injured. It turns out the woman had been drinking a few hours before this went down, and according to court documents, she told a person at the bar that she felt trapped in her situation, caring for a disabled son and dealing with a daughter who had been in jail. The woman continued, stating she was armed with the gun of her boyfriend, a retired NYPD officer, and she planned to go to the police department to tell them to kill her or she would shoot them. The person at the bar apparently told the woman she needed to seek mental health treatment, a bare necessity in this country where, unfortunately, studies have found that social stigmas and a scarcity of services make it difficult for people to get the care that they require. The 51-year-old woman caused about $25,000 worth of damage to the station, and she now faces multiple charges, including attempted murder. This went down a few weeks ago, and the entire thing is still being investigated. If you're struggling and don't know who to talk to, know that help is available. Just call or text 988.
Now this is what you call straight crazy for the simple fact she up in here shooting the goddamn police station. Hey, you need to get your mind right, shooting up in the police station. I don't understand what is going on in this world. Like, everybody going crazy, everybody just doing all this crazy nonsense with guns and stuff nowadays, like trying to kick people out or something.
How did this teen cleaning up at his music school end up with a nearly $2 million payout? It all started outside this music school in Chicago. Cops with sirens blaring go by as 15-year-old Rylan Wilder is cleaning up. He's an intern at the Upbeat Music and Art School and an aspiring guitar player. Rylan can be seen taking out the trash as police sirens continue just outside, when suddenly an armed suspect fleeing police runs into the school, who, as it turns out, was attempting to rob a bank nearby. A police officer follows in right behind him and starts firing, but Rylan's caught in the crossfire and is shot in the arm. Another camera picks up this angle, showing him, wounded, running into another room where kids are hiding. Police killed the suspect, but soon realized they accidentally shot Rylan. He survived, but his injuries were so bad, he wondered if he'd ever be able to play guitar again.
That's where the bullet went in. This right here is where the bullet came out.
His family opened a lawsuit against the police department, claiming reckless and excessive behavior. His attorney says the bullet caused a playing card-sized hole in his elbow, and despite 18 surgeries and years of physical therapy, he has no feeling left in his arm, hand, or fingers. That all went down in 2019, but the police department just settled for $1.9 million. Police claim no wrongdoing and say the police officer would not face criminal charges and was justified in the use of deadly force. As for Rylan, he's still calling for more action.
Better training for police, some like regulations or laws or something, just to make everyone feel a little bit safer.
He's studying music technology at Columbia College and slowly getting back to playing the guitar.